Hello students, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritesh Budden, and in this video I am going to share with you a detailed summary of the chapter The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse from your supplementary reader in English class 11th Snapshots, written by William Saroyan. This is truly a very interesting story of two Armenian boys, which were cousins also, Aram and Murad. Though these boys belonged to a very poor family, but their family was known for its honesty. The family belonged to a tribe whose hallmarks were trust and honesty. They never stole or did anything that was not right. Aram and Murad were cousins. Aram was 9 years old and Murad was 13 years old. Aram's cousin Murad was considered crazy by all who knew him. Murad was not the only person who was known as crazy, but also there was a member in their family, Uncle Khusrov. He was also a crazy fellow, a crazy person. For every type of conversation, he had just one reply, and that was, "It's no harm. Pay no attention to it." The similar crazy streak was in Murad also. One day at 4 a.m. in the morning, he woke him up, tapping on the window of Aram's room. When Aram got up and looked at the window, he saw Murad sitting on a beautiful white horse. For some time, Aram couldn't believe his eyes, but then he understood that Murad had stolen the horse since they were very poor to buy such a beautiful and fine horse of their own. But when Murad offered a horse ride to Aram, Aram couldn't resist this temptation. Both these cousin brothers enjoyed this horse ride for quite some time, and finally in the end, when the real owner of the horse came to know that his missing horse was with Aram and Murad did not take much risk, because they knew that their family was known for its trust and honesty, and they couldn't defame their family. So finally they returned the horse to the real owner, Mr. John Biro. John Biro was the real owner of this beautiful white horse. Friends, before we get into the detailed summary of this story, let me make a humble request. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe right now. Press the red subscribe button down, and if you really enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and also to share it with your companions. The links to all my videos are given in the description box below. Please spare some time and watch my other videos too. To have a clear understanding of this story, please watch this video till the end. This story revolves around two Armenian boys, Aram and Murad. They are members of the Garoglanian family. The hallmarks of their family, of their tribe, are trust and honesty. Aram, the narrator, is 9 years old, and Murad, his cousin, is 13 years old. The narrator remembers the day when Murad came to his house at 4 in the morning and woke him up by tapping on the window of his room. Aram jumped out of his bed and he looked out of the window. He couldn't believe what he saw. His cousin Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. Murad asked him to be quick if he wanted to ride. The narrator had a longing to ride, but his whole Garoglanian family was poor but well known for their trust and honesty. So there was no other chance to the fulfillment of their dream, to have a ride on a beautiful white horse. The narrator knew that his cousin Murad couldn't have bought the horse, and if he couldn't have bought the horse, he must have stolen it. The narrator refused to believe he had stolen it because no member of Garogleanian family could be a thief. So the narrator was in great confusion. The narrator, Aram, asked Murad where he had stolen the horse. Murad did not reply but asked him to leap out of his window if he wanted to ride. He knew that Murad was crazy regarding horses. Aram gives a justification to himself that stealing a horse for a ride was not the same thing as stealing money or selling a stolen horse to someone. The narrator leaped out into his clothes. He jumped down to the yard from the window and leaped up onto the horse behind his cousin Murad. From their house in Walnut Avenue, they reached Olive Avenue in less than 3 minutes. The horse began to trot as the air was new and lovely to breathe. Friends, this air was usual, but in this situation, what makes this air unusual? New and lovely to breathe. The ride on this beautiful white horse. Murad was considered one of the craziest members of their family. He began to sing with joy, but his singing was felt like he was roaring. They reached the open country and let the horse run as long as it felt like running. At last, Murad asked Aram to get down as he wanted to ride alone. Aram asked him if he would let him ride alone. Murad replied that it was up to the horse. He left this decision on the horse. The narrator got down and his cousin Murad kicked his heels into the horse and shouted, "Wazir, run." That was Murad's style to command the horse. The horse stood on its hind legs, snorted and ran forward at a fast speed. Murad raced the horse across a field of dry grass to an irrigation ditch. He crossed the ditch on the horse and 5 minutes later returned. He was dripping wet. The sun was coming up. Now the narrator leaped to the back of the horse, but the horse did not move. As Murad taught him, he kicked into the muscles of the horse. It reared, snorted, and began to run. The narrator didn't know what to do. Instead of running across the field to the irrigation ditch, the horse ran down the road to the vineyard of Dikran Halebian, where it began to leap over vines. The horse leaped over 7 vines before Aram fell. Murad came running down the road. He was more worried about the horse than Aram. Both of them searched the horse in different directions. It took Murad half an hour to find the horse and bring him back. Murad hid the horse in a deserted vineyard belonging to a farmer, Fetvijian. There was some oats and dry alfalfa in the barn. It occurred to the narrator that Murad had been taking early rides for some time and had come to him that morning only. So he became doubtful when he had actually stolen the horse, and Murad did not like to answer this question. The narrator asked, "How long did you begin riding every morning?" He replied, "Not until this morning." He was obviously not speaking the truth, but he taught Aram to make this statement only in case they are caught. What statement? Not until this morning. Murad then told Aram that it wasn't easy to get the horse to behave so nicely. At first, it wanted to run wild, but since he had a way with the horse, he developed an understanding with the horse. The narrator reached home and ate a hearty breakfast. Why hearty breakfast? Because he was so happy and excited. He had so happy and excited, he had a chance to ride on a beautiful white horse. And this experience makes the normal breakfast a hearty breakfast. That afternoon, his uncle Khosrow came to their house for coffee and cigarettes. While he was sipping coffee and smoking in the parlor, another visitor arrived. This visitor was John Byro. He was an Assyrian who, out of loneliness, had learned to speak Armenian. He was also served coffee and tobacco. Sadly, he said that his white horse, which had been stolen last month, was still gone. He was still not able to find it. Uncle Khosrow became irritated and got angry on him for crying over a horse. The farmer, John Byro, had to walk 10 miles to reach there, and his left leg pained him. The horse had cost him $60, and his surrey was useless without a horse. Meaning of surrey is a small carriage with 4 wheels and a roof and seats facing forward, pulled by a horse or horses. As soon as the farmer went away, Aram ran over to his cousin Murad's house and told him everything. He asked Murad not to return it till he learned to ride. He suggested him to keep it for a year or at least for 6 months. Murad said he was inviting a Geroglanian to steal. He decided to return the horse to its real owner, true owner. Every morning for 2 weeks, Murad and Aram took the horse out to the barn of the deserted vineyard where they were hiding it and rode it. Every morning the horse would leap over grapevines and small trees and throw Aram and run away. Still, Aram hoped to learn to ride as Murad did. One morning on the way to a Fedvigian's deserted vineyard, they came across farmer John Byro, who was on his way to town. Murad greeted him. The farmer studied the horse eagerly and very carefully and wished them good morning. He asked the name of their horse. Murad replied that they called it My Heart. John Byro called it a lovely name for a lovely horse. He was certain that it was the horse which had been stolen from him many weeks ago. He asked if he could look into the horse's mouth. On examining the teeth of the horse, the farmer was ready to swear that it was his own horse. But since the fame of their family for honesty was well known, he would not call it the stolen horse. Yet he said it was the twin of his horse. Early the next morning, the boys took the horse to John Byro's vineyard and put it in the barn. Murad put his arms around the horse, pressed his nose into the horse's nose, patted it, and then they went away. That afternoon, John Byro came to their house in his surrey and showed the narrator's mother the horse that had been stolen and returned. He was surprised to find the horse stronger than ever and better tempered too. And do you know why this improvement came in that horse? Because of Murad's training. John Byro, he was so grateful to God for returning him back his beautiful white horse. But when John Byro came to the narrator's house, Uncle Khosrow was already sitting in the parlor. When he saw the excitement of this man, John Byro, he became irritated and shouted as usual, "Quiet, man, quiet! Your horse has been returned. Pay no attention to it." Really, a wonderful, a beautiful story. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like this video and share it with your companions. Thank you so much for watching.